Oh, hello. Good afternoon, all. Welcome to Deep Convo with Maya Salis. We shall begin in 1 minute. As usual, I will just make this video and drop it here. You may come across it and you may want to listen to one or two lines of my words. Who knows? So we'll be back in 2 minutes.
Onísùúrù apẹ́kọ́ tó jẹ oníjẹ̀bàjẹ́ àìmọ̀nísùúrù ló mú ààrẹ ẹni bọ̀ àdẹ̀bí ojú rẹ̀ kò ní ọ̀rẹ́ kólúwa lè fojú rẹ̀ bọ̀ ẹ́ àbíkú ti dàbí yé nínú ayé mi onísùúrù apẹ́kọ́ tó jẹ oníjẹ̀bàjẹ́ àìmọ̀nísùúrù ló mú ààrẹ ẹni bọ̀ wá débi ojú rẹ̀ bò mí ọ̀rẹ́ kólúwa lè fojú rẹ̀ bò ẹ́ àbíkú ti dàbí yé nínú ayé mi ayé yìí kò mọ̀ dé ayé ò lè fẹ́ sọ́nà lágbọ́n ayé ayé yìí kò mọ̀ dé o.
Thank you so much, Infinity. Please kindly note that I have no copyright to this song. It's just one song that you know, it encompasses so much about life and belief, faith. You know, when you believe anything is possible, and of course when you wait for your destiny and you walk in accordance with God prescribed life for you. So you don't have to be in haste. You have to be constantly aware that your destiny is different from another person's destiny, and of course you have to know that no matter the time it takes, your time will come, and that is it. You have to be patient, and most importantly, life is not hard for those people who believe that life is not hard. E.g. myself, I don't believe that life is hard. No matter what life gives to me, no matter what life brings for me, I try to make good use of it, and of course I succeed. So life is not hard for those people that believe that life is not hard. Before we begin today's talk, I would like to pay a tribute to a man of God we all know in this country. I am a Muslim, but it doesn't really matter. What I know him as, he was a great humanitarian, he was a great philanthropist. He dedicated so much to humanity, to make sure that everyone they needed were okay. So this I think I have been watching that Mass TV show for the past since I was a child. So it's not easy for one to be consistent with something like that. So that shows a lot the kind of person that he was. And for people like this, honestly, if you ask me, we are not supposed to mourn people like this. We celebrate them. This is a life well spent to me. He died at the age of 58, yet he has touched so much lives, millions of people. What else do you want in life? Even if you live for 100 years, it's still gonna be the same thing. So what matters is how judiciously you make use of your time. It's not the number of years you spent. So this is what we constantly have to remind ourselves about, so that we make good use of our time. Because a lot of us will be like, tomorrow day, we'll do something tomorrow. Who guarantee you tomorrow? Are you the owner of tomorrow? Gorilla. So better start doing something. May his soul rest in perfect peace. May God be pleased with him. That is that for Pastor T.B. Joshua. So welcome to Deep Cover with Maya Salis. I decided to change the name of this program from Retalk with Maya Salis to Deep Cover with Maya Salis, because I had to sit down. What happened is that I sat down, I re-evaluate myself, and I thought about the kind of person I am. I am a highly resourceful person. I am this kind of person that when everybody is enumerating problems, when everybody is saying the same thing, I try to look out and watch out what could be the source of this problem, and how can we possibly, what could be the solution to. I am not this kind of person that just go about say the same thing that everybody is saying. I look deeper, and because I am someone that looks deeper into issues or circumstances, and I look at myself, I said, wow, why should I be doing a talk show? And I will name it Real Talk. Yeah, it is good, it's Real Talk, but I should be Deep Talk, the root source. What, how, why, and what should be done. Deep Talk with Deep Cover with Maya Salis. So Real Talk with Maya Salis is now Deep Talk, Deep Cover with Maya Salis. It's gonna take me a long while to get adjusted to the name, but it's okay. That is it. So you see, there is a quote that says that self-improvement begins by you recognizing your personal faults. How can you even try to improve on yourself when you do not know what is wrong with you, when you do not know your faults, when you do not know your limitations, when you do not know the areas you are lacking? This brings us to today's topic, fictitious identity. Interesting, huh? I'm just going to make this video and drop it. Actually, I traveled and I had a personal project that is ongoing, so I had to pay much attention to it because it has to do with my growth. So that is why I had to put a hold to this talk. But now I am back. As usual, I'm just going to make this video, drop the video on my Facebook page and on my YouTube. You may come across it and you like it. Maybe even if it doesn't make sense to you, it could make sense to one or two persons that you know. Just share the video with them. So I am back, but I am not sure if it's going to be every Sunday, but I will try as much as I can to make sure I deliver when I can because I have so much to do. This is my youthful age. I have to make good use of it. So welcome to Deep Cover with Maya Salis, and today's topic is fictitious identity. Interesting. Oh wow. You see, I live in Abuja where things appears so beautiful, people appear so wonderfully made, well put together, well dressed, kaftans, scarf, abayas. You have, clean people, but we don't really know how clean their state of health is. We don't really know how well their mental model is. We don't really know how psychologically balanced they are. Yeah, everybody looks so clean here in the city of Abuja. Everybody is looking so good. If you can afford your kaftan, wear your cap. If you can afford your abaya, afford one or two good clothes, wear good shoes, apply makeup. Everybody is looking good. But however, how many of us are actually mentally, psychologically okay? How many of us are wearing the true identity of ourselves? How many of us are representing the true self, our own true self? How many of us go out with who we are and not leaving who we are at home and go out with a stranger in the name of be themselves? So let's find out. Hey, it don't happen. So first of all, what is, when we say something is fictitious or somebody has a fictitious identity, what do we mean? In art, we know that fiction, when we say fiction, we hear fiction in art, we know that it's a kind of make-believe kind of story. It could be a drama, a scene that is not real, but a group of actors or an actor or actress will come to make it real, even though it is not real. They try to create an imagination in your head, try to make you believe that it is real. But however, anything fiction is not real. But it may interest us all to know that a lot of us these days are actually with fictitious identity. How it came about, how they are able to sustain this, and how they encourage themselves to keep this kind of identity, Baseniba, I don't know. Let's see. So, fictitious, something is anything that is false, that does not exist, but is represented as if, or displayed as if it is real. Anything. It could be imagination, it could be a play, it could be anything, but shall know that anything fictitious does not exist, but it could be presented as if it is real. However, identity simply means one's identity is your quality, your personality, your looks, your expression that makes one. Your quality, your representation, your personality, anything that defines you is your identity. That is what's identity. And psychologically, when we talk about fictitious identity, this simply means it's an image that people or somebody give to him or herself, just one's mental model of seeing themselves. The way somebody think they are, the way somebody has positioned themselves to be, even though it is not real. It's just one's mental model of who they are. That is it. And if I am to link to this topic, fictitious identity, if I'm to fuse these two words together, so fictitious identity to me simply means false image one have of themselves. Fictitious identity, false image, an imagination, a non-existing image one has of themselves, something that is not in existence, someone, a character, or maybe an image that does not exist, but one position themselves as in that is who they are. That is what is termed fictitious identity, and this is the life we are living in now. What are some of the characteristics of this kind of people? Well, we say people are fictitious, or rather, let's just represent it in a more familiar way. Well, we say people are artificial people. What are some of their characteristics, some of their traits that when you see them, you can easily say this person is a fictitious person? Here are some of their traits that you should watch out for. A fictitious individuals, most of them, they are always very quiet human beings. In my own way, I call them slow poisons. Yeah, slow poisons. They are very quiet in the sense that their brain is always at work. Then they have to talk less so that their action can align with the map they have in there. That is why they are quiet. They are not quiet because they are unique people. They are not quiet because that is who they are. They are quiet because their brain is at constant work to either manipulate someone, use someone, or display a character. You know, when you are acting, you have to have a particular state of mind so that your acting will go well. That is why they are always quiet. And one other thing is that these people, they like to sleep. Yep. Fictitious people like to sleep. It may sound very funny, yeah? But if you have ever come across anybody that is not real, and you know that deep down to their houses, you will agree with me that these people, they like to sleep. They like to sleep, they like to be indoor. Why is it like that? They just feel that, okay, let me just stay indoor, because when they are not active, they are strategizing. Like, they be like, okay, if I'm indoor, nobody will be able to trace me or maybe know my true character. So staying indoor and always sleeping is a way they conserve themselves and isolate themselves from people not to see them always, because they may lose guide. They don't like to lose guide because they are constant actor. They act for life. They act for life. If a fictitious person is not careful, they may act to their last day on earth. It's so deadly, it's so dangerous. So they are always in isolation. They are always sleepy. They are in isolation, especially from people who may likely confront them. A fictitious person does not like that person that tells them the truth. When you tell them the truth, you becomes a threat to them. When you tell them the truth, they try to run away from you. When you tell them the truth, they try as much as they can to avoid you if they cannot defend themselves. However, people who can challenge fictitious people, no matter the explanation you give to them, they know you, there's nothing you can do about it. And because they know that you know them, the only way for them to do is to avoid you. Hence, isolation. And most of these people, because of the circumstance they have found themselves, they are always in constant isolation because life is dealing with them. Okay, let's go. Of course, they are always full of themselves. They feel that fictitious people, wherever you meet them, even if they are not really wearing anything that is good, but they just want to eat their courage, they may not really necessarily raise the shoulder, but you can tell from their body language, they are trying to tell you, hey, I'm the one talking, I'm the one here. But hey, it's just a false image. Are they really the one there? Are they really noticeable? And even if they are noticeable, are they worth the attention that they demand for? Do they have what it takes to merit the kind of attention they want you to give to them? This is another thing. So fictitious people are always full of themselves. They feel that they are above every other person. When they meet themselves in an environment, they may not say it out. Don't forget, they are very quiet people. They are very calculative, but they are intelligent. They are smart, but never intelligent. Don't mind. So they are always there. They be like, they may not really necessarily show it, but the way they carry their courage, you could tell. If you know them, you know them. If you don't know them, you know what I'm talking about. So they feel that every other person they're like, I think I had a friend. I had a friend. They are always full of themselves and arrogant. I had a friend, an ex-friend, who one day we were talking. This person said to me, I went to the place, everybody there, nobody reached my standard though. In my mind, I'd be like, oh wow, standard. You sure know the meaning of standard, huh? Let's keep that aside. So that is how they are. They are full of themselves. They feel that no any other person is up to their standard, even when they are nobody. That is a fictitious person because they have false image of themselves, and there's nothing you can do to change it. But let's see if we can. Now they are very manipulative. Oh la la! When you are dealing with a fake person, your brain has to be at alert. You have to always be highly cautious. Because these are set of people, yeah, they use you, they manipulate you, and somehow they still come out to make you understand that you are the one that has used them, or that you are the one that is at fault. No matter how you try, this is because you have to understand that these people, their life, I don't know if that is how they position it, but their life is a kind of map. They have a way they operate. The map works for them until they meet somebody that is above their energy. That's just the fact. They are highly manipulative. Whatever you try to do, somehow they think they are smart. Somehow you will end up, I don't know, they are always victims, even though they are the one oppressing you, or maybe they are the one that offend you. Somehow they always end up as the victim in any situation. Take note of that. And of course, they are never interested to learn from their mistakes. Yeah, don't forget, you do not expect someone that does not know their true identity, someone who has thrown away their identity to wear a mask, someone who is not representing their true selves. You do not expect them to acknowledge their mistakes, because I don't know if it is psychological, this fictitious identity. I don't know how to put it. I don't even know what is wrong with them. But somehow, they are never ready to learn from their mistakes. They are always right. Because whenever you confront them, whenever you try to help them, they always tell you the reason why it is like that, and that is how it's that, and nobody can da. That is it. And there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe except God just want to redeem them. But however, it is always important that fictitious people never learn from their mistake. Rather, they are always victim of their own circumstance, and they want it like that. I don't know. Will I say life is not fair to these people, or they are not fair to life? I don't really know where to start from. Okay, let's go. Of course, they lack consistency. They will lack consistency. Why would they lack consistency? You don't know who you are. You can't even define yourself. You throw your originality, you throw it somewhere else, and you want to live a life of another person, or a life that does not exist. Then how can you be consistent? You see a business, because see, these people, they are not consistent in their relationships, they are not consistent in their business, they are not consistent in everything. Do you know why? The only thing that they are consistent with is lie, because lie is their true image, because they have decided to walk. They are agents of lies. So they are agents of fakeness. They are agents of artificial. Anything that is not real, anything that will not amount to something useful. Yeah, they may think that is of their own interest, but at last they will end up not getting what they want. That is why I said they are smart but never intelligent. Okay, let's say someone like me. You can never see someone like me. Me personally, my Asalis, I can never go into makeup business, because my personality does not even go that way. I am this kind of a person that I am constantly in haste. I don't have time. I'm not saying that I lack patience, but somehow God did not bless me with so much patience. somehow this is true. I'm not going to deceive myself. Hello, you see, someone like me, because I am not wearing my true image. Imagine me wanting to go into makeup business or like that, where I will have to sit down, wear people, what is it called, these things, all these things they wear, all this draw. Why me myself, I do not even have the patience to draw it for myself, and you think I will have the patience to do it for you? Because even when it comes to business, it is something that your personality align with, or maybe your heart has agreed to work with, or maybe that your image, or somehow some of the traits are in you. That is what you strive more in. So even when you're choosing a career, when you're choosing a business, you shall know the business that will suit you. I cannot go, okay, my best friend is into poultry farm. I cannot go into poultry farm because my friend is doing it, because there are so many things I like to eat chicken, but there are so many things I don't want to see. Okay, but because I am not the true person of I am not wearing my originality. So when somebody is into that business and the person is doing well, the next thing I will begin to, oh man, Chineye is doing poultry farm, is into poultry farming, and she's doing well. Phew! Unnecessary competition, unnecessary distraction. They are here today, they are here today. Oh, my friend is into money, I have money. Boom, you go into money. What do you know about money? Busybody, you always want to be at this. You want to, you know, that kind of a thing. I am doing this, I am doing that, but what are you really doing? Do you know what you are doing? These are some of the questions, because they don't ask themselves questions. And even when they do ask themselves, they try to dodge the truth. The truth that they are supposed to take and work with and adhere with, they will never accept it. Ahmed, good afternoon. They will never accept it. That is why they are never consistent, because they don't even know what they want. And of course, they are pathological liars. Yeah, man. Well, you want to know a fictitious person? Try them. These are the kind of people that they lie even for no reason. If you are dealing with people like that, sometimes they tell a lie, then you ask yourself, was that lie really necessary? Or maybe they call it white lies. But the truth is that I think most people are fond of, you know, these white lies. Try to, if you want to strengthen your level of honesty, if you want to strengthen your level of self-truth, you must try as much as you can to do away with some white lies. They seem minor, yeah? They seem very escapey, yeah? They can take you out of some situation, yeah? But trust me, they could just alter something for you that will just make your life seems the opposite of what it ought to be. It will just take a different direction. You don't tell white lies all the time, and advisably do away with them. If it is no joke, do away with white lies. So these fictitious individuals, they tend to, they are pathological liars in the sense that they feel that, oh, any small thing, they always try to, lying is like spice to them. They always try to spice up anything, any situation up with small lie, because with little lies, because they have a false image. They are constantly trying to, you know, protect an image that does not even exist. They are constantly trying to cover up, then they tell some lies. Maybe because of the way they present themselves, and you have to understand that lie begets lies. You need a lie to validate a lie. You need a lie to authenticate a lie. That is why when you are good at telling lies, man, you're gonna lie till eternity. You have to continue lying. God help you. So when you lie one lie, you have to lie another one to cover up that one. Then you lie another one to cover up that one. Before you know, you become lioness. God help you. So they lie for no reason. I think something similar happened to a friend of mine. Of course, I have someone that, you know, they be like, Maya, let's see, look at this lady. This girl had someone that obviously she knew that this person is in a financial situation. Of course, my friend, I talked to her yesterday. She said I can say Maya, go ahead and talk the story. You can I can even come. You can put me on air. That was what my friend told me. Chineye had this friend whom she knows personally that this person is in one or two trouble, but Chineye is a very resourceful girl. That is none of her business, because she always sees she's a positive person and she has a positive mindset. So while she's trying to see how she can cope with this person, while she's trying to ask herself, what can I really do to improve our lives? This person is busy. You know, when someone is fictitious, they get distracted, they get to focus, they are not steady. They are just like Nigeria PHCN, Nigeria Light. They go on and off, forgetting that whatever that is in the fridge is getting spoiled, is deteriorating. It will wait for you. So when she's trying to wrap her head over what she can possibly do to improve their lives, Baba will come, be like, yeah, you are broke. We know that you are broke. It's an established fact. Now broke, you know, keep person. We know that one. But where it became too, you know, where she could not take it is that when she's trying to do this, to do that, this person is coming to you like outside. You come and raise this kind of shoulder that yet you are not, any no shoulder is up, but to him this is how the shoulder is. And another thing is that imagine somebody who is extremely broke, according to what he told Chineye. You are broke, and the next minute you are coming to me, you are looking for money. You are coming to Chineye, you are looking for money. At the next minute you come to Chineye, I tell her, oh, I had some money, then I put it in my building that I am building somewhere. Now this lady is confused. Pathological liars. Now this lady is confused. Are you actually broke? Do I need to help you? Are you actually doing a project? Why you need to, you know, do minor things for yourself that you can't? Why are you stressing this this girl's head? For God's sake, Chineye, she doesn't even have your time. She's not after what you have. She has a poultry farm here, and she has over 10,000 beds. Now, with all of these lies, this girl be like, Maya, what do you think? I said, okay, it's up for you to decide. And do you even know what? Last we find out that no project is existing anywhere. We don't even know what the lies are for. This is somebody that already know that you are broke and there's nothing there. But why do you have to lie? Now you are confusing somebody, and it's not everybody that have the head to take confusion. Hence, what do? Kick up catapults. Just kick them out. So before they will give you brain cancer, it's risky. So now they are pathological liars. They lie for no reasons at all. Just like that, lie gives them joy, or maybe they are trying to protect something. Only God knows, for so many reasons. And the truth is that they think they are perfect people, yet their actions are always opposite of what they think of themselves. That is it. Of course, they are highly irresponsible. Fictitious people are not responsible people. These are people who are constantly running away from responsibility. They are constantly looking for the easiest way out. They are constantly looking for how to escape. Hello? How can someone that is not even responsible for their own image, that cannot even identify with their own image, be responsible for others? You know the word responsibility. Do what you're supposed to do. Do your, as in, pay your dues. They can't do it now, because even their own image, they don't know where it is. Oh wow, lost. That is it. And of course, fictitious people always pretend to be quiet. Are they actually quiet? They are not quiet people. But don't forget what I told you. I told you guys that these people, their brain is always calculating. And whatever image they wear is false. And the image is for a reason. They are trying to protect something. They do not want to lose guide. If they talk too much, they mistakenly talk the way they're not supposed to talk. And even when they want to talk to you, they talk to you when something is of interest to them. When they want to get something off you, they bring a discussion that can make you, maybe have pity on them, or maybe see reasons why you need to help them, or maybe it's always in their favor. Aside that, they are not talking. They observe and they watch, and they are always calculating. And just in case their present victim is about to get wise, so they will strategize for the next victim. That is it. Now, how can you handle this kind of people? you have a friend or family member or co-worker anywhere they are that are not true to themselves, that are with artificial identity, how do you handle them? What do you do? How do you come off them? It's quite simple if only you will follow these steps. Number one, you have to maintain high level of consciousness. You that you are dealing with people like that, your head has to be extra calculative. Your brain must be at alert. You must be very cautious. You must be very calculative. You have to be extremely calculative. That is the first step, because that consciousness will give you, and when you are able to attain that level of consciousness, keep it. Don't reduce it, just keep it, because it's like your guide. That is what you will need to sense who they are. You use it like torchlight. You use it to be, looking at them like this. Don't worry, even if they are pretending, they must be somehow they will think nobody see them. You just do your touch like this. Phew. Be highly cautious when you're dealing with them. Don't lose guard. And another thing, don't worry, forget an eye for an eye. Do not say, I know you, where you will die here, we give. Don't forget, they have a map they are working with. They know when you may confront them, and they know how to do with confrontation. They know that there are some elements, there are some threats, there are some possibility, that there are some things that may come up, and they already have this in their map. Don't be funny. Don't let them know. Don't confront them. Don't do eye for an eye. Don't do tit for tat. Yeah. Don't do that. Just calm down. But however, I would recommend you just leave them, watch them carefully. But the next thing you have to do, you have to consider giving them ultimatum. When you are dealing with a fake person, an artificial person, one of the easiest way for them to come out of shame, give them ultimatum. You do this or this. You do this or this. This is not quarrel. It may be in a very good talk. It may be in a friendly way. It may be in anyhow you can, but shall make sure they know that they are in hot seat in a way that they have to prove themselves on. But you know what? Don't worry. When you give fake person, when you give an artificial person ultimatum, they will fall for it. Do you know why? Do not forget they are acting. And do not forget they will never reveal their identity. And do not forget they wouldn't want to succumb to your threat. And do not forget they will try to make you understand that they are smart. Most often they fall for it. Most often they try to retaliate in a way that it will show you the mark, what you have been looking for. That is what you have to watch out for. Give them ultimatum. Do not spend all your time with them. Do not just say don't give them much time that they deserve. Give them ultimatum and watch out their reaction. Act and watch their reaction. Their reaction will prove to you. You already know they are, right? But their reaction will now expose them to you. But do not keep quiet. Just act and watch out for their reaction. Give them ultimatum. After that ultimatum, move. Step 3. Do not forget, whatever reaction they give to you, follow it with acts of kindness. Follow it with acts of kindness. Be genuine, respond nicely, genuine, just be genuine and honest. Do not forget they are fake, they are artificial, and you are real. How do you, there's only one antidote to dishonesty, which is what? Honesty. They are dishonest, they are fake people, they are artificial, they are false image, but you are real. While they are dishing out who they are, you dish out who you are to them. Most time, people that God wants to help, they tend to, have a change of identity from the way you treat them. That is why when you are dealing with a fake person or an artificial person, the easiest way for you to help them is you be real. Be the opposite of what they are. If they are wise and if God wants to help them, if God wants to help them, if God just wants to pity them, they will be able to see the light. Don't say because they are arrogant, you too you want to be arrogant. Do not say because they lie you want to start lying. And that is why it's even dangerous to stay around people like that, because they try to, your environment matters a lot. They will start to give you some of these energies. Before you know, It's not even advisable to stay close to such people. But what can we do? We all cannot all be nice. God created good and bad so that the good ones will correct the bad. God gave all of us assignments on earth. We are here for assignment. Big one. Bye-bye, King. Big work. Now, after you have showed them genuinity, show them honesty, always counter their dishonesty with honesty, always counter their ingenuity with genuinity. The next thing you have to do, and there's still no change, you have to take a decision, which is cut them off. I mean every word. Cut them off. Read my lips. Cut them off. Because even if you're trying to be nice to people, even if you want to be of help to people, in as much they are not ready to help themselves, and of course they are transferring a negative energy to you, you have to cut them off. If not, they will contaminate you. They will inhibit your growth. They will retard you. They will put you in constant retrogression. You become worse than them. Cut them off. If you want to exist, cut them off. If you want to move further, cut them off. If not, these people are good at being stagnant, These people enjoy loneliness, These people enjoy crying indoor, These people enjoy wearing that mask, But you are not like them, and you cannot exist with them. What do you have to do? Cut them off. You have to cut them off for your own safety, for your own mental model, for your own psychological well-being, for your own health, for your own progress. That energy needs to be channeled to good, better people. There are people out there that needs just a little motivation to get it right. Why would you waste all your time motivating and try to improve someone that is not ready to improve on themselves? Hello, don't do that. Don't do that. Now, after you have successfully cut them off, what is the next thing to do? Move forward. This is a very big one. Let me relate this to relationship, whether it's a woman or a man. If you cut toxic people out of your life, you cut fake people out of your life, because they are always quiet, they are always scheming, they are always, they never really show you who they are. They have that ingenuity that kind of appear as if it's as a result of them being nice or calm or so. Their ingenuity come with kindness, with calmness. That kind of calmness, and I call that retrogressive calmness. If you fall for such calmness, if you fall for such calmness, my brother, my sister, hey, they go look for you, they not go see you. I swear, they will look for you, they will not see you. Okay, I have a meeting by 4, so I have our Zoom meeting by 4. Please move forward, and one of the easiest way to move forward is this. I'm going to share my secret with you. Forget about my age. This small pikin, where she for learn all these things. Don't worry. Forgive people, whether they use you, or whether you mistakenly use them, or whether an accident happen. Forgive people. Learn to forgive. One of the most easiest way to undermine your head, one of the most easiest way to step on yourself, one of the most easiest way to reduce your well-being is where you lack forgiveness. If you fail, or if you lack forgiveness, if you do not find it easily to forgive people, you are not hurting them. No, you are doing yourself. Hey, somebody that has come to hurt you, for somebody that has come to hurt you, they already know what they are doing. What is their aim? Their aim is to contaminate your Evron. Their aim is to contaminate, to make you upset. Their aim is to make you a sad person. And when they successfully do that, and you are holding up to it, inner from your mind, the inner of your inner part becomes contaminated, and that is what you see outside. The energy, the kind of energy you give out, and knowing fully well it is the energy you give out that you will receive. Forgive people. My own way, I have a tradition. I forgive people that wrong me and the people I wrong, and people that we met in accident or anything. Not because I am not saying that I am a good girl, hello, but somehow I forgive for my own selfish interest. One, I have a very good free heart. I don't want any stain in this my chest, in this my heart. You are not Nobody is born you in pidgin English. They no born you to come and contaminate my heart. Rather, I will cleanse my heart. I will sanitize my heart and give you the body. Why? If you wrong me, I will forgive you. You are the one that wronged me, but I'll come and forgive you first. On my own. See, if you wrong me, you don't need to beg me for forgiveness. Lying. You wrong me, I will be the one that will come and tell you that. I will tell you by myself that I have forgiven you. But shall stay away from me. You wrong me, but I forgive you. Why? Forgiveness, sometimes when you forgive people, not sometimes, always when you forgive people, you are not doing them a favor, you are doing yourself a favor. You know, lack of forgiveness can make you stagnant, can make you stay there. You know, you not being able to say, I am sorry. It is very good. You can regret all your life just because of lack of forgiveness. Forgive people, not because they are better than you, not because they are stronger, not because you are weak, not because you want them back, not because they are important. Forgive them so that you move to your destination. Leave them where they belong. Move. Now, what are the consequences of being a fictitious person? There's one thing I love so much about life. Anything you give out, you will receive. Law of nature. In 2020, I think I went to one of the most wonderful shop in Guaripa. I told them that I want a very good skin. I'm tired of they will give me. I remember that I bought one cream here. I bought one cream for 70,000 naira. Small rats like me. How much be my salary? But just because I like good skin, I bought a cream for 70,000. Then I started using it. I told them I don't want any cream that will affect my skin. I don't want to bleach my. They say use it. It's good. Waiting. I started using it. I started having dark knuckles. It's no longer there. I'm trying to pass a message to you people. So somehow I just decided last year I'm not going to use any cream again. I know they use again. I'm tired. Any cream I use, is either it affects my skin or something. Then I just remember that when I paid a evaluation visit to some of the MEVEF beneficiaries, the NGO that I founded, MEVEF, Maya Salis Entrepreneurship and Vocational Empowerment Foundation, MEVEF, which of course I'm the president and founder. I remember that one of the participants, beneficiaries, gave me a Vaseline, which is here. Then I started using that Vaseline. And I noticed that from the moment I started using that Vaseline, my skin came back alive. I'm using Vaseline and my skin is so wonderful, and I'll be buying cream, expensive creams. What am I trying to say? Consequences. I will know I'm talking about consequences of fictitious identity. See, what you give out in life is what you get. Imagine if I had not founded an NGO that trained people for free, and one of the beneficiaries said, Maya, take this at that show. How would I have known that Vaseline would be so wonderful on me? My skin. Before now, my legs coca fanta. I'll be like, oh, I'm not bleaching. What happened? Vaseline is so wonderful on my skin. What you give out is what you get. One of the consequences, some of the consequences of being a fictitious person are listed below. Watch out for them. All this, I will drop this note. Watch out, read this note carefully. If there's any of these traits that you possess or any of these consequences you are currently facing, please adjust. There's always room for improvement. Nobody is perfect. And one thing about honesty and one thing about development, one thing about life improvement is that you have to constantly work on it so that you'll be able to achieve it. Constantly work on yourself. They are always victims of their own circumstances. Fake people, the trap that they set, you will always end up catching them. If you dey lie say you get money, you no get money, and person wey suppose help you no help you, who you do? Na me you do, abi na you do? You do yourself in me. What is my own? You raise your shoulder in the presence of people that you're supposed. We are not saying that you should tell your problem to everybody, yeah? We are not saying that you should tell your account balance to everybody, yeah? But there are some people in your life, if you are a true person, that you cannot lie to. That if you are true, because there's one energy that people put out there, they'll be like, the whole world is fake. No matter how the whole world is fake, if you are good, there must be good people around you. If everyone surrounding you never tells you the truth, If people around you fail to constantly remind you that if there's something you are doing they are not questioning you about, they just look at you, it's either you are fake and like energies attract. If you are fake, definitely you have to be with fake people that they will see that you're heading towards the wrong direction. They will just say, I bet no mind. And the people, something is wrong with the people, you are all doing okay. They will always, because whether they tell you the truth, affect them. If they lie to you, affect them. But the truth is that one thing is that you will not be able to find yourself because you are with the wrong people who do not even know what to tell you, because it's either they are scared to tell you the truth, or maybe they do not even know. Maybe they are just like you. They have false identity too. They don't even know what is wrong. They don't even know what is right. So as a human being, I think the right people for you to be with, you need three kind of people in life: those that motivate you, those that challenge you, and those that look up to you. Those that motivate you, those that challenge you, and those that look up to you. These are the kind of people you should watch out for. If you are with people that are always okay with everything you do, man, you are in for serious trouble, huh? You are gone. They will not tell you the truth. Abokmani, the same thing. All of you, the same thing. Nothing different. Everybody, all of you. Stack of waiting and know. See, dishonesty. These people, they live a complex life. Complexity. You lie, then you have to, you have to lie to cover another lie. Before you know, everybody know you as a dishonest person. Everybody will know you as a fake person, because your actions do not align with your words. And of course, your identity is different. That is it. So you are just there. You are just there. Nobody really know what to do with you, just like that. And of course, one other thing is that when you have a fictitious identity, you do not expect to have good friends. Do not expect to have good business reputation. Nobody will trust you with their money. Nobody will trust you with good business deal. How can somebody that you don't even know, I have a friend and the person is doing like this, and I will not have a good business idea and go and share it with you? Me? How? Why? Maka, why? Why should I do that? I don't know you as a person, and I will not trust you with my money or my valuables. It's not possible. And of course, with this kind of attitude, nobody trusts you with business, nobody trusts you with, and you do not build good friendship. You don't have people that stand for you. If you are a good person, if you are real, people will always, no matter how little they are, but you will have quality people that are out for you. Of course, artificial people don't stand for people. Then you don't expect anybody to stand for you, so you can never have a good relationship or have good business. You will always be falling. You are in constant retrogression. You will rise and fall. You rise and fall. Even when you meet yourself in a good position to utilize, but because you lack truth, how will you be able to do that? Maybe it will even help you to package more lies into your life. I don't know, but I don't know. Of course, these people are always stagnant. They are always in constant retrogression. Front, they no go. Back, they no go. They always blame people. Anyhow, whatever mistake they made, there's somebody responsible for their mistakes. There is always somebody that is responsible for that mistake. It's not them. They never take responsibility for their mistakes. They never accept their mistakes. Somebody must be blamed for their mistakes. At all. Of course, they must be lonely. When you do not value people, when people do not trust you, when people do not know who you are, of course you cannot have good people. It's not the amount of people, the number of people that you have around you that prevent loneliness. No, it's the quality of people you have around you. People that look deeper into your eyes and see that yes, you need a certain change in life, in character, in food. You need, a change of environment. They know that you need happiness. People that sincerely know the quality of human being. They know the importance of human being. So when you are a fictitious person, definitely fictitious people lack people, good people around them, and they are always lonely. That is why you see them always, they're always hiding. Hiders association. They always move with people that are not better than them. Abokpani, the same thing. Osha. They are always confused, frustrated. They know that they are confused, they know that they are frustrated, but the truth is that they will never take that step backward or challenge themselves to get out of that confusion or frustration. They will rather remain there. Ego. Fictitious people always live in the past. If you have ever been with a fake person, a fictitious person who is not ready to change, who do not see reasons for them to change, who are not responsible for themselves, who give themselves excuses for making mistakes. They are always talking about the past. If to say, oh, this, oh, backward. Knowing fully well that every day the clock is ticking fast. Knowing fully well that nobody guarantees you the next minute. Knowing fully well that even your own life is not guaranteed. My life is not guaranteed the next 30 minutes. And you're talking about the past. Who are you to turn back the time? Time is not for you to turn back. You can't do anything about it. You have to always learn to make judiciously of the time you have. When I see people take people for granted, when I see people take friendship for granted, when I see people take opportunity for granted, and they like to wallow, talk about it, cry about it later. Hello! Wake up! Wake up! Even the word itself is in haste. Nobody has that time. They are always in the past. They will never leave the past. Now, what is the causes of this fictitious identity? Why do people live artificial life? Why do people live a fake life? Why are people dishonest? Well, we as human beings, it is easier for us to stay where we are comfortable. We don't like discomfort. Anything that is not that's uncomfort us, we don't like it. So instead of us to discomfort ourselves, we would rather remain where we are, that nothing will shake our balance. However, even if we are not going further, even if we are not progressive, but it's okay. The most important thing, we feel we are okay, but culturally you are not actually okay. But because of human being, they do not like discomfort. They constantly put themselves in a retrogressive state, thinking that they are okay. So inability for you to recognize yourself, lack of self-awareness, and of course, one of the major causes of fictitiousness is past glory. My father was, I was what, he was, I was to keep quiet. It has happened. First today, your father's identity can help you in two ways. It's either you are able to leverage on it to build a stronger identity for yourself, or you let it be in the past. It's either remain in the past, or you take advantage of it to build the future for yourself. However, if you fail to build the future for yourself from that identity, let it go. Let it go. You miss him, don't go. Off, you finish. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't hold on to the past. You can't hold up to an identity that is no longer in existence. It has passed. For instance, today when you see DJ Copy, you see Davido, these people are from a fresher family. They are from successful family. But when you see them most often, when Davido wants to introduce himself to you, he will tell you, my name is David. My name is Davido. Where Copy wants to introduce herself to you, she say, I am DJ Copy. Why? It is later, maybe when you start talking to her, and I'll be like, oh, your father now Tedola, your father now Adeleke. They are not introducing their father, they are introducing themselves because they have, I think their own identity is evil at leaving their own father, as in, it's taking over. That is how to make use of a good name. Yeah, you will say it's because they had the opportunity, because they had everything at their back. Can I show you the sons and daughters of rich men and women who are drugs addicts, whom they took abroad to go have a better life for themselves, and they came back with nothing? You want to tell me it's because they have rich father? What happened to the drug addicts? What happened to the ones that became something else? What happened to the ones that are not doing anything? What happened to the ones that became useless? Did they have the big name? You want to tell me you don't know any son or daughter of a rich man that is useless? Is that what you're saying? Hello? No, there are. They only made good use of the name. And aside that, they use the name and keep it one side and build their own name. They have their own identity. That is how to live life. That is the true meaning of living life. Don't tell me about my father was what, my mother was what, I was what. He was see. Leave it. Let it go. And another thing, they have they believe that when they do not do this, people will not regard them or respect them. Sense of belonging, identity. They want to mingle. They take his by the my father was what. Do you even realize that the people that know your father, majority of them are dead? Most of them are dead, fa. Or people that knew your mother, most of them are dead, fa. Or people that what your father or your mother was then was of use to, they no longer need it. Life evolves. What people needed in 1960 is no longer the thing they need now. What people needed in 1995 is no longer what they need now. So you have to let the past be in the past. Life is evolving. You have to move. Don't tell us about what happened in 1995. Leave 1995 where it is. Oh, NEPA. It can only be Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria, my country. So what do we do now? Can you see me? Can we manage? Okay, let's go. Or should I on okay, 1 minute, I'll be back. Let me just put my battery, that is if it is charged. I'll have to go offline and come back. I'll be back shortly. Thank you.